love. Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Friday. And it's the first of the month. Football Friday, December 1st, 2023. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, get up, get up. It's really hard to bring the energy when we're not freaking playing this week, especially championship week. But anyways, let's get it on. Friday, that's tonight. We got the Pac-12 championship, 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. You got number 6 Oregon, who was 11-1. The one loss was in the Pac-12, of course, to this Washington team, number 4 in the country, undefeated. This is in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. Oregon favored by 9.5, over under of 66.5. So we got to go back and look at when these two teams played earlier in the year. What was it, like week 6, I want to say? Yeah. So obviously Washington wins 36-33. So kind of an offensive game. Oregon moving the ball well. They put up 541 total yards. I like their running game. Bo Nix is good, not great. I've never been a fan, honestly, but in this offense, he works. He works, it works for him. Threw the ball for 337, ran the ball for over 200 yards, and possessed the ball for 34 minutes. So third downs, 10 of 16. That's key, but 0 for 3 on fourth downs. Now, can Washington get some defense together? Jesus. Penix can only do so much, man. He can't play defense. He threw for over 300 yards. They ran for almost 100. So they expect more of the same. Throwing the ball. This Washington Husky receiver core can do some serious damage, and they're going to have to against this tough Oregon defense. I think the secondary for Oregon can be had, especially Dunzier. I think he can do some damage. They will need to be better on fourth down. They were 5 of 11, 2 of 3 on fourth. Penix, I keep saying Penix all the time. Penix did have an interception in that game. That was the lone turnover. So if you can limit the mistakes, in these championship games, every little mistake is magnified. If you can limit those, get some big plays, you still got to run the ball a little bit. This is in Vegas in a dome, so it's going to be a fast track. No worry about the weather. So that's not going to play a factor in this at all. You got Polk, Dunzier, and then they got the running backs. Dylan Johnson went for 100 yards against Oregon. So if you can do that, you can pull off this win. It's really tough to beat a team twice. Really tough. With the spread, though, I'm going Oregon. No, I'm going Washington because of their offensive firepower. Give me 9.5. Give me the points. Over under 66.5. I think you got to take the under there. I don't think it's going to be as high a scoring game. That's why I'm taking Washington with the points. Oregon probably will pull off the win anyways, but that's where I'm going. All right, Saturday, Big 12 championship. Noon on ABC. You got number 20, Oklahoma State. Yes, Oklahoma State, folks, is in the Big 12 championship versus number 7, Texas. Oklahoma State has 3 losses. Texas has 1. And this is in Arlington, Texas. Not that it matters. It's going to be probably 50-50 from the fan bases. Texas favored by 14.5, over under of 55.5. Now, looking at this game, you got the strong running game from Oklahoma State. That's what's got them here. And then, of course, Texas lost their running back, Brooks. So that hurts. You do have Quinn Ewers back, but is he 100%? I don't think so. See, the thing with Oklahoma State is they go through a pretty easy schedule. They pull out a dub against Oklahoma. That's huge. But then they'll lose to like South Alabama. Seriously. Iowa State, UCF. They get crushed by UCF 45-3. Then they win in overtime against BYU and shit like that. Beat Kansas by a touchdown. So I think this Texas defense is too good. I think they can move the ball, and Oklahoma State just doesn't have the firepower, is what it comes down to. So I'm taking Texas to cover the 14.5. I know if you can get it down to 14, it's probably best, but take Texas to cover and the win. All right, let's go SEC championship. This is a weird 4 p.m. CBS game. Number 1, Georgia, undefeated, obviously, against number 8, Alabama, with the 1 loss to Texas, by the way. This is in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, GEA, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia, favored by 6. I think this line started off at 5.5. Over under 54.5. I expect defensive struggle here. So looking at these guys, Bama has really got their stuff together. I don't know how they pulled out that win at Auburn last week. Jalen Milroe running past the line of scrimmage, then throwing the ball. I mean, what are we doing here? I'm not sure that guy has all the awareness he needs. And Georgia is Georgia. They're rolling on. I mean, they'll allow a couple touchdowns per game, like they'll allow 20 points probably. But that passing game is too good. The running game is too good. I don't see how Bama can score with them. They don't have the firepower, in my opinion. They have some firepower. I didn't say they have none. They got some receivers. It's just I don't know if you can trust Jalen Milroe in pressure-packed situations against a Georgia defense. So I'm going Georgia. 6 points. I'm going to go ahead and push the points. I'll take Georgia to cover. Then you got your Big Ten championship. The Cheaters, number 3. These are old rankings, by the way. 12-0, undefeated Cheaters against number 17, Iowa. 2 losses, both of them in the Big Ten. This is in Indianapolis, of course. Michigan favored by 23. It's a hefty spread. Yeah, it's a nice spread there. I just over under 35.5. So they're expecting Michigan to win like 35-10 or 25-10. I think I don't think Michigan beats them by 4 touchdowns or 4 scores. So I don't really want to talk about Michigan. Iowa's defense is decent, but I haven't really played anybody that can run the ball and put up points. Lost to Penn State. They were blanked 31-0. Lost to Minnesota. They're not great. Really, again, they haven't had a tough schedule. They're going to get crushed. I think you gotta take the Cheaters in this one. I think they cover that. There's no way Iowa scores. I don't think they score a point. All right, last game, ACC championship, 8:00, ABC. Number 10, Louisville. 10-2, 7-1 in the ACC. Number 5, Florida State. These rankings again are old. Sorry. Undefeated. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium. Florida State favored by 2.5. Over under a 48.5. Now, this is a tricky one because you got the injury to the backup quarterback after Jordan Travis was injured. So you got the backup, whatever his name is, Studebaker. I don't know. Anyways, Florida State, though, still has a tremendous defense. They can run the ball. just beat Florida at Florida. That's not easy to do in a rivalry game. So I'm not a Jack Plummer fan at all, and I haven't seen enough out of Louisville to really make me worry. And Florida State's undefeated. They beat Clemson. I know it was in overtime. That was a tight one. They beat a shitty LSU team to start off the year. Haven't really played anybody else worth a damn. Louisville lost to Pitt. When you do that, you lose to Pitt, you lose to Kentucky, you kind of lose my respect. So I'm going to go FSU on this one. The Noles, give them the chop. Not what we need. What we need for Buckeye fans is a Louisville, Georgia, a Oklahoma State, and an Oregon to win, but not sure we're going to get that. So, anyways, that's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.